it dooski? It's your boy Phil34, and today we are checking out some good old Stargate SG-1. This one is going to be season number 6, episodes number 7 and 8. We're doing the double bubble here. Last episode was just phenomenal. Absolutely loved the pairing of Daniel and Jack. That episode, very unexpected of Michael Shanks' Daniel to pop back up again. He wasn't Thor. It wasn't Thor, and it highlighted their dynamics in their friendships, their differences. I thought it was beautifully put together. So it's kind of unfortunate that Daniel didn't get to speak to the rest of the team and give them like a final goodbye. With that being said, guys, let's dive into these two episodes. So as always, if you enjoy them, then definitely be sure to smack the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into these two guys. Yeet. Oh, we're coming in hot. Guns ready.
Receiving a transmission.
Who's at the door?
Audio only.
Let's hear it.
Oh, let's hear the podcast. Apophis pre-recorded a whole series.
Defense Council calling Stargate Command.
Defense Council. Excuse me?
700.
He's been promoted. When I left, he was Undersecretary for Military
Okay,
Appropriations.
he knows him. Sick.
Except Nequadria.
Which
We need.
doesn't work.
Nequadria is still our best bet for creating
Okay,
shields
run it
and
back.
weapons.
So this is gonna be a pretty Jonas-centered episode. He was just talking about how he doesn't think he can go back to his planet. Well, maybe we can do it now. Oh, this is my first time seeing the whole intro. Oh shit, that's kind of hot. Because these are all sequences that were in the first 6 episodes or so. To be honest, I do still prefer the ones that the one pre the Raw intro. I actually really like that first one with the explosion and all that. This one's called Shadowplay. But I love how they had the faces with the moving gate. That was dope. I think he has the shakes. Come on. Like,
I too was considered a traitor. Showed va to my friends and family that I had left behind. In time, they came to understand this.
Well,
played the long game on that one.
Then you must draw strength in knowing that your cause is just. And one day, your people will benefit.
Welcome to Earth. I'm General Hammond.
I feel awkward for him.
I'm Commander Hale.
And of course, you know Jonas Quinn.
good to see you, Professor.
General, I believe we have a lot to discuss.
Ooh. I don't think Jack's gonna take too kindly to the disrespect. Old.
He was one of my teachers at university, and then he recruited me into the Nequadria project.
Oh, that stings even more.
We've been working together side by side the last 6 years.
And you received stolen goods and are harboring a traitor.
Perhaps it would be better if we focused on the matter at hand, from the rivalry between the 3 major powers on our planet.
According to our Foreign Intelligence Service,
The Fire Nation's
the Terranians
attacking.
and the Andaris are about to sign a non-aggression pact.
In fact, thanks to recent discoveries, we have a considerable surplus.
We know that you're decades ahead of us technologically.
Kelowna faces annihilation.
You are assuming they intend to attack.
The treaty is an obvious prelude to war.
We then discovered that they were guilty of attempted genocide.
Yep.
I hardly think the situation compares.
Sometimes it do be
All
like
we
that.
want. You regularly interfere in the affairs of a race known as the Goa'uld.
Well, that's a little different.
We would have no choice but to fall back on our last resort.
The Quadria bomb?
Dr. Kieran and his team have successfully tested an Aquadria bomb.
Ugh.
Its destructive power was beyond.
So he's
If
clearly
you do not
not
help
down
us.
with it. What kind of ultimatum is that? I don't like them.
Just before I left, we did a detailed projection based on this scenario.
And he would
We
know.
calculated that the combined enemy forces would achieve total air superiority within the first 5 weeks.
I have nothing against them defending themselves, but how do we know they'll stop there?
Yeah.
You sound like Dr. Jackson.
We spent some time together.
But I have to wonder if this doesn't have more.
I mean, he did learn a thing or two from him recently. But is it the other groups? Are they pulling up?
That's because you come to them as a representative of only one nation.
Yeah.
What the people on our planet need to do.
All right, now he was hiding something. He's about to drop the bomb. What is it?
I couldn't say anything before because the other 2 are not part of the organization.
Oh,
The Resistance.
yeah.
I'm a member
he's got
of
it
an
in.
underground network.
This is insane.
You gotta get
You're
Jack
telling me
involved.
that you're part of, or risk similar uprisings. At the very least, they'll be too busy dealing with internal discontent to launch an attack.
We'll need a lot more intel before we proceed with anything.
The Pentagon has authorized SG-1.
Resistance takes power.
All right, let's move out.
Teal'c, Major Carter,
And Jonas Quinn.
Chauffeur.
It's good to see you again, Jonas. Why, yes, we have. They send their best.
We've managed to extract and process a considerable amount.
How much is a considerable amount? Yeah.
That's an awful lot of dangerous material.
And we'd hate for some sort of accident to happen. In less than a month.
A whole month.
Well, that's not
It's counting a lot of
exactly
time.
what we have.
But at the moment, we have more pressing needs.
Some tense negotiation.
I'm not even supposed to go there myself unless I have a scheduled drop.
Professor.
Alright, sketch meter's starting to rise with this guy.
Well, how do you know they won't betray us to the government in exchange for Nequadria?
I don't think they would do something like that.
But I made my choices and I'm gonna stick by them.
Yo, this guy kind of looks like an
sure
aged
you thought
Jared
you were-
Leto.
Promising young man any of us had ever seen
Don't guilt him.
is where you come in, my friend.
I come in.
You're a man of... I'm offering you a second chance to do that.
If you're asking me.
Dr. Kieran hasn't been the same since you left. Has taken its toll.
Oh, that's why it looked like he
Lately,
was
his
getting
behavior
like
has become increasingly...
I saw him sort of like having like a double take in his mind, or like I thought he was getting like I'm like is he gonna be brainwashed or something like that? But it didn't seem like they were going in that direction. So it was on purpose. So it seems like he's getting sick. Well, it's not like he wants to come back anyway.
It's time, Jonas, for you to come home.
Been under a lot of strain. It'll all be over soon.
But we can't give them to you.
It's purely a defensive technology.
Yes.
It's kind of funny seeing Earth on the other side of this. We just need the defensive technology. Please, what if they attack us from the skies?
Any superior defensive technology can ultimately be turned into an offensive advantage.
Why?
That would require us to reveal the existence of the Stargate.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
You are asking us to reveal something to our sworn enemies that we have yet to admit to our own people.
Looks
Kinda
like
trust?
it's time you did. Think about it. What are the differences?
That's a noble sentiment, Jonas. Of course, if it were that simple, I'm sure the existence of the Stargate would be...
Isn't that wrong?
Isn't that right?
He's like, you got me on that one, damn.
Jonas? Yeah, Professor, open up.
Now I'm gonna get arrested.
No, we don't know that.
This is not the first time it's happened. About a month ago, it was Dr. Silas. You could get 100 armed men in here before anyone knew what happened. You could take the building from the inside. You wouldn't have to fire a shot.
Not.
There's something else.
He kind of reminds me of
Past
Jack,
few months, I've
actually,
been smells of
in his
Nequadria
outbursts. Oh,
into the resistance. We've built up a considerable stockpile. If you help us, it's yours.
well, you should have led with that then, brother.
At least
Excuse
talk
me?
to them.
This guy's been smuggling loot boxes of Nequadria.
This way.
Okay, what? Okay, what? There was 2 instances where Jonas was talking like very robotic, like I don't know if that's something. Maybe I'm just overthinking. They've been killing it on the off-world set designs recently. The atmosphere and the aesthetics. Ooh, what is that? What?
Professor!
Wait, what? What?
The question is, what do we do now? Do we go back to the table?
I guess Jonas called him this
Sir,
morning. He's wearing a
General.
different shirt.
Well, if Dr. Kieran really did smuggle Nequadria to the Resistance headquarters,
You can track
I can
radiation?
track it.
That boy's woke.
Professor.
Yeah, he's been imagining
They
him.
need to get
That
to the
makes sense.
resistance. They need our help.
It's all right. It's all right.
They even gave the
He's
black
going
shirt
to-
right now just to
We'll be making
distinguish it
contact
even
soon.
more.
We will.
I never meant for it
Yeah.
to turn out this way, Jonas.
These images are consistent with someone suffering from
Schizophrenia?
advanced schizophrenia.
Yeah, that's
Dr.
what I
Kieran's
thought.
one of the Colonnans' leading scientists.
I did. Okay, so that was intentional. I did pick up on that. Yeah, he was when Jonas was talking very like monotoned just before I commented. That was a schizophrenia settling in, and then that last sequence there.
Blown hallucinations.
Yeah.
I'm glad you weren't there. Ground shook. The air caught fire. The destruction was
Oh, we got him.
To them, we're all just potential slaves.
Jonas, the Goa'uld haven't been here for 1,000 years.
I mean, you're interacting with Earth.
Quadria is a derivative of Naquita.
Yep,
which
that
is
as well.
It's literally
It's in their blood.
their blood.
Yeah.
Just wait.
He's like, fam, please, guys, don't do this.
What about the resistance?
There is no resistance. It was all in his head. Dr. Kieran is schizophrenic. Might be a side effect of the research they've been doing. Jonas.
What happened to Dr. Silas and Dr. Lead?
They were taken to a government mental facility, Jonas.
You knew.
No. We suspected. When Dr. Lead began to exhibit similar behavior, we became concerned. The research is too important.
The risk in offering our help to upgrade their facilities. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any response.
Back, we've heard nothing.
Unfortunately, there's no way to reverse the damage that's already been done.
I understand everything's in place for the coup.
Really?
They're keeping me informed.
It's good, Professor. And they couldn't have done it without you. I know so. You saved the world.
Did not expect that episode to go in that direction at all. What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today we're picking up with episode number 8 for Stargate SG number 1. We just saw episode number 7. We're checking out number 8. Love you, love ya. Let's get into this one, guys. Yikes. Uh-oh. I know what that means. Ghouls! Let's see the symbol.
I have a task for you, Harak, so there's not much time.
Yo, we're getting new ghouls by the numbers.
Anubis.
We saw Ball previous to the last episode.
The location of certain enemy.
May I ask who is so valuable?
Tilk?
3 humans and a Jafar. SG-1.
Were they chilling on a beach eating donuts? That's sick, though. Actually, really sick. Actually, this intro ain't that bad. I mean, not that it was bad. I just said I preferred the very first one over this. The other guys. Great comedy. He's mesmerized by what?
The power cell. Look at them.
Oh, this episode's following these dudes?
Jay, enough already. It's embarrassing.
The outsider's perspective watching SG-1.
Best of the best.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Alongside them. Come on, Felger. We're studying an old piece of...
So this is the fanboy episode.
Who are you taking in the cup? Hockey?
Come on.
Remember with the ice and the skating?
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior warriors.
Hey. Oh, don't. I don't watch hockey that much, but don't get me started on how Toronto threw a 3-1. I don't want. I actually paid attention just for that set of games. Yikes.
Here they come. Yes, that does look like a very important breakthrough. Good work, Coombs. I guess I'll just get back to work then.
Are you nearing the completion of your research?
Ow!
Oh.
Jeez, put that scanner there.
For the 7th time.
8th.
What, you're counting?
Yeah, keep a score.
Colonel O'Neill.
He's gonna get captured from this
Aren't you guys
ghoul.
the slightest bit worried about them? Facts.
And SG-1's gonna come and save them.
Fun with. So tell me how you finally defeated Apophis, Colonel O'Neill. Oh, Major Carter, I based my doctoral thesis.
This was a Trek convention. You'd be all dressed up like a Klingon.
Vulcan, Felger. Vulcan. And I don't know how you can call yourself a scientist and not...
It's not one of ours.
Oh, they're in trouble. Oh no. Oh. This is ridiculous,
Zoinks! They got him!
This mission, and I'm making the command decision.
You're a lecturer in residence
God,
at
here we
MIT.
go.
Laugh all you want, but I studied every
They're gonna
mission
science the
SG-1's
shit
ever
out of
been
this
on.
one.
And the one thing they all have in common...
I rate the confidence, though.
Let me calibrate this. We're not out of range. Jay, Colonel O'Neill do if he was here now. You want me to shoot you? Nicely done.
Oh, shit.
We weren't alone, but that'll probably...
That is so funny.
Area secure.
When the rings come, you can see what's in front of you, no? They what?
What do we got, Sergeant?
It's SG-1.
Lots of Jaffa. SG-1 captured. To rescue SG-1.
They did what?
Yeah.
This cannot be the way. I swear.
Yep.
Won't be long. Before what?
Daniel pops up.
Oh, some overdressed, over-the-top bad guy floats in, gloating about whatever evil fate.
Giving him the tutorial.
You I'm not familiar with.
Got a resume?
I captured you.
You got the job.
I had been looking forward to a greater challenge than the one you provided.
Death.
You belong to my master now.
That'll last about 15 minutes tops.
It needs work, O'Neill.
The fact he can just practice riffs at this point tells you how much he's been through it.
Relax.
Surely they've gone through weapons training. If they go off world, I'd imagine, right?
I'm gonna kill you. Would you quit doing that? Don't point the gun! Oh, Colonel O'Neill! Are you alright, sir?
What are you doing here?
Stand easy. We're here to rescue you.
He's got Coombs with him.
You can thank us later. Right now, we have to get you out.
Badger,
What about never leave a man behind?
what about we allowed ourselves to be captured? On purpose.
Just say they miscounted. Hop in.
Please don't be angry. We just thought, it was Felger all the way. His idea completely.
The Goa'uld we're being taken to see is actually an undercover Tok'ra.
Oh, I see.
We've been on standby for weeks waiting to hear from the Tok'ra. And we didn't know where or when the
They
ambush
soiled
would
it.
occur. Obviously, you weren't supposed to be there when it went down.
He's collected vital information on how and where Anubis is getting his new technology.
As we have
Okay, this
said,
is a
Council's
relevant
true
episode,
loyalties
too.
are carefully hidden.
Hide him. Crouch.
Can we get our weapons back? Not that we don't trust you.
Soon. As you're aware, this incarceration is for your own protection.
Makes sense why Jack was doing the riffs
There are
too.
very few of us among the... Who are they?
Put him in an escape pod. Call it a day. No.
You try to help people, this is the thanks you get. I should have shot you.
He's so salty. Force field, nice.
Don't touch that.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
wow.
Harak!
Nice seats.
What? No gloating?
You shall all be forced to bow before my master, soon enough.
Trust in a Goa'uld.
I knew I should have updated my will before agreeing
Lot
to
has
off-world
changed.
assignments.
Oh. Yep. It's a coup.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna throw up.
I teach applied math at Yale. I have a Vespa and 2 cats. Hold of yourself. I'm here, and it's up to you and I to find out what it is. Hinky? Yeah, it's a word. In what dictionary?
Godspeed. Oh, here we go. Wow, a Jaffa uniform actually would be a great Halloween costume.
I believe it is something he ate.
Answer me. Where is SG-1?
We are no longer your concern.
Didn't see that coming. Damn. There goes that plan.
Be ready.
I guess he is captain now.
Anubis is coming.
Completely dead or semi-dead? You guys seem to have a gray area in that regard. You calling us fruit?
Big ass knife. Or a sword.
Is what I call pride in my work.
Good job.
I want names, Colonel.
Ask Kansu. Oh, wait!
You killed him!
You can't. He's just a warm-up band, and he knows it. You ended that sentence with a preposition. Bastard.
There's just nothing we can do at this time. I'm afraid if SG-1 is going to get out of this mess.
It's operation. Well, just say operation then. Say operation like a normal person. Keep your voice down.
We're inside the pyramid, sir. We're hiding in a control room.
Colonel, they
For
could have
crying
access
out
to the
loud.
pyramid security systems,
That'd be a good one right
including
there.
Force shield.
On my way, sir. You get the shield down and use your radio from now on.
My life is in their hands?
unbelievable.
Oh, God.
Everything is in here. Do it again. I'll shoot you. Are we? Crystal, do you want to hear the rest of my plan?
Our plan.
I said stay on the radio. Just Right. And all we have to do is take out the Jaffa guarding the gate. Coombs can bring himself out to the ring platform, and then we all go home. Piece of cake. Come on. You're SG-1. This is what you do.
He's like, hey, I'm new here. I'm still learning it out. I don't think we'll actually see Anubis this one, but that would be really grim though if Anubis does pop up. Then they barely make it out, but he kills the two of them.
Just wait a second.
This. Oh no, the scribbled symbol sweated away.
Hey, you've been a great audience.
You did not make it, brother. Sorry. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I never realized that. They have the Zat holstered on their wrists. That was the sick takedown. Oh, you're done, buddy. Sorry. Let's go, Teal. Good shit.
What are you doing? Get Coombs out here.
No, it's my problem there, sir. He's stuck.
I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here. You just go.
They're cooming.
No, Simon.
We're sick like that, okay? Ambush. They never saw it coming.
Let's go home.
Thank God!
Just had to gloat a bit, eh, Jack? See, that's how you make a mortal enemy. That's amazing. They deserve it. Well, they kind of threw the operation too, but... Presented by the Colonel O'Neill?
Despite the fact that you gentlemen, we wouldn't be here without you.
Thank you, Colonel.
Would you even say honorary members of SG-1? Oh, we're dreaming.
Jay, scales for the ring power source.
Right there. Right.
That's funny. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 2x3, 6, episode number 7 and 8 here. And these are two very interesting entries into season number 6. The first one definitely being a little bit more of a political, tension-filled episode revolving around Jonas. Interestingly enough, he had very little to do in that second episode. What I'll say about Shadowplay is a pretty good episode of the show. I think it gave Jonas a little bit more backstory, him wrestling with guilt and shame, going back to his planet, obviously having to work with them, and of course they're going through this potential, war is on the horizon. There's this treaty that's being formed here. I appreciated this episode for the fact that we got to see these negotiations, the ideas of war going down without a character like Daniel. So I think that's what really made this episode interesting for me, on top of obviously getting to learn more about Jonas and I guess fleshing a little bit more of his development there. But Daniel is typically the moral compass when it comes to these sequences here, and it was interesting to see a character like Jack. They even commented it slightly this episode where he was the one taking the Daniel-esque position, matter about giving these weapons to, even though if it's for defense, because eventually it'll turn to that defensive position will turn to offensive, and they might get a lot of people killed for something that they shouldn't even be a part of. So I think I enjoyed more than I thought I would have. And then we also have the twist by the end of that made this episode fairly depressing. There was Jonas's professor suffering from a quadria. So I thought this was an interesting episode to see our characters' positions on this country's war. We got to receive the Quadria out of it, and I think this put to bed any reservations that Jonas Quinn had about wanting to go home or potentially going back home. They're at war now. He doesn't got to worry about it, and he's moving forward. And if anything, this cemented that SG-1 on Earth is his new home now. And moving on to episode number 8 here. This one was just a plain old fun episode of SG-1 here. Very reminiscent of like Wormhole Extreme. This one was titled The Other Guys. We have the scientists coming clutch, saving SG-1 here. But this one actually was pretty pertinent to, well, the last episode was pretty pertinent to the ongoing story. They have a Quadria now, which you're going to be experimenting with. I love, when they position the main characters from the show almost in the background. And that's sort of what we did this episode here, following Coombs and Fletcher this time around here. I thought the two of them were charismatic and I think they carried the episode fine enough here. Hopping into Jaffa uniform, just doing the most truly, fanboying up to O'Neill and SG-1. And I thought this made for a fun, entertaining episode of the show here. Sucks we didn't get to see or follow through with that Gould operation, that Gould/Tok'ra operation. But it's nice to know that we have our eyes and ears close to Anubis. Once he starts, being more of a presence there, we might have a little bit of an in. Anyway, with that being said, guys, that was Stargate SG-1 season number 6, episodes number 7 and 8. that's what I thought about those two. That was Stargate SG-1, guys. What do you think about these two? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next set of episodes. Love y'all.